Hi everyone, welcome to Embellishments on the 11th, where we make some kind of embellishment every month and post it for you at noon on Eastern Time on the 11th each month, thus Embellishments on the 11th. After you watch mine, please be sure to check everyone else out down in the description area somewhere down there below the video. Okay, and yeah, so this month I started off making rosettes, and mostly I made rosettes, and I decorated some, which I'll show you at the end, and I didn't decorate some. So this is the first rosette I made, and the first three are out of the Toile Tidings double-sided designer paper by Stampin' Up. And I chose the striped paper, which is garden green on one side and real red on the other. I made little circles to put on them. I die cut a bunch of them. These are the only ones I have left. And for that I used the Tasteful Label dies that goes with the Tasteful Touches bundle, and they're right here. So they are actually perfect for these because I like the small one on the front until I decide what I'm going to do with these, and the larger one on the back for stability. Now this one I scored. This is a 12-inch strip, and this is I believe either 1 1/4 or 1 1/2. I think this one's 1 1/2 inches deep this way, and then by 12 inches the whole width of the paper. The thing is, I scored this one every 1/2 inch, and I don't like how this turned out. I may end up like snipping this and curling it with a curling scissors or something. I think I'd like that better. And then that's the back. So I'm not real keen on that one. I don't know. We'll see what I do. So then I said, okay, well, let me try it, scoring it at 1/4 inch. But what I did is this one, I think, is 1 inch wide. And this one's 1 1/2. So this was this was 1 1/2 also. 1 1/2 inches strip this way by 12 inches long. Scored at 1/2 inch, and these are scored at 1/4 inch, which I like much better because they lay nice and flat. So I use alternating colors on for the tops, and then the backs have the larger ones on. You could use that as the front if you're gonna cover it up anyway, so it's really up to you. But I did use hot glue to make these. So I made those 3 out of Toile Tidings, and then I cut 2 strips off of some paper. First time I cut into this brand new paper called Heartwarming Hugs, and this is the paper that I used. Why is that flashing? So sorry about that. And there's the back, and I thought that would make a really pretty rosette, and it did. It made 2 pretty rosettes. This one with the garden green. This is also garden green and real red, same colors. Now that would look better with red on it, I think, or white. But it does have little touches of green in here. Anyway, so I could use either side of that too. Now that one's at 1 1/2 again, like that one, and this one's at 1 1/4, so it's just slightly smaller than that. And this one is a little bit smaller than this, so I think this is at 1 inch actually, and this is at 1 1/2 also. Yeah. And then this is 1 1/4, so 1 inch, 1 1/4, 1 1/2 for your widths. So those are the Christmas ones I made, and I have not decorated them yet because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use them for yet. So I didn't want to put any sentiments or anything on right now, or other little decorations, until I know. So then I switched gears from Christmas and I went to fall. And these are the 2 I made, and these I did decorate. These are from the Gilded Autumn paper collection, which I love, and I cut into, for the very first time, this gorgeous paper with the pumpkins and gourds. And then the back is like a crumb cake with early espresso splatters on it or something. So I thought that's a nice neutral base. Love this. Love how they turned out. This is Cajun Craze with gold foiling. So I used that. And then I used some of the Very Vanilla with gold metallic edge ribbon. Like that. I had a piece already, like a 6 or 7 inch piece loose that I had cut for something else and then didn't use, and that's what I used for these 2 embellishments. And also the other day I was making the something with leaves on it. Anyway, I had a scrap. Oh yeah, I had a scrap of the brushed metallic paper left, and so I just used the punches that go with Beautiful Autumn, this oak leaf, this maple leaf, and for the next thing I actually did use the acorn as well, but not for these 2. And so these have Cajun Craze cut out of circles, the large and then the small one on the front. So this one I wrapped that ribbon 3 times this way, just glued down 2 maple leaves and an oak leaf, and then these are from the Gather Together stamp set. Oops, right here. And the coordinating, now this is carried over. It's in the annual, no, I'm sorry, it's in the mini catalog, but it's a carryover from last year. So I used those pumpkins, and there's 2 sets of dies to go with it, so I stamped them several times and used those. And this one I just stamped Cajun Craze on Cajun Craze, and I colored the stems in with Dark Mossy Meadow Stampin' Blend marker. And then on this one and then this is all I had left of that ribbon, so I just did a, I don't know what you call that, an up and down once. Again, 3 of the leaves, and I did use Wink Estella on these pumpkins, which you're not going to be able to, oh, there you can see a little bit. Isn't that paper pretty? I don't know, I do like Cajun Craze for fall. And even you could use that side if you wanted to, but I already decorated this side. And then this one, the ribbon, same thing, except here I stamped it on Very Vanilla with Cajun Craze, and then I colored it in with Light and Dark Pumpkin Pie Stampin' Blends. So we do have pumpkin pie. It does bleed a little bit, so be careful, because that one bled a little bit. And then the last thing I did is not a rosette. I was wanting, I had rosettes on my list to do for embellishments forever, and I'm sorry these aren't decorated, but I just am not quite sure how I want to use them yet. So I don't want to decorate them till I know, like especially if I put a sentiment on, like I don't know if I wanted to go with the little coffee mugs and say, you know, I don't know, something about that, or just a Merry Christmas or what. So the last thing I did, I brought out the Celebration Tidings, the same paper pad, the Gilded Autumn. Isn't that gorgeous? That's gorgeous. I used this before on these for the Stuff It collab. This is the mini coffee cups and carrier, and this paper is also part of it. In fact, this is, oops, my band is coming off here. This band is the reverse of this paper also. See? I love it. I love that paper. I might have to get another pack of this paper just because it's so gorgeous. Anyway, so I had a scrap left after I cut this out, and this is out of, I started to tell you, that Celebration Tidings bundle. And the coordinating dies are called, what are they called? They're covered up. They are called Celebrations Label Dies. And that's what they look like. And this is the one I used to create this. No, I'm sorry. This one is the one I used. So it's the 1, 2, 3rd one in from either direction is the one I used for this. And this is the size it makes. If you fold it in half, it makes a bag topper. So I stamped Just For You, which is in the Celebration Tidings, and the acorn, this leaf, those were punch outs from scraps left over from this paper when I die cut this. And also I fussy cut these 2 leaves, and I fussy cut a couple more and punched a couple other oak leaves and things. I ended up not using them on here, so I keep them. They're all in the Beautiful Autumn stamp set. I keep a little baggie, so I have these leaves and things in here to use. I also have, and I thought about using these as backgrounds for some of this, but I didn't get to it. Anyway, I used the Timeless Label Punch by Stampin' Up! To stamp out the sentiment, to punch out the sentiment. The acorn is bumped up. So actually I put a Cajun Craze leaf here and here. One from the leftover brushed metallic paper here. These are from the paper. And I wanted the Cajun Craze behind them so they'd show up. And you can see this paper has copper foiling and gold foiling. So there's copper and gold. So the acorn is copper. This little leaf I fussy cut is copper. And this one is gold. And I just put the Cajun Craze leaves behind there so it would pop. And then this is the copper metallic ribbon, which actually is part of the Gilded Autumn suite. Yeah, copper metallic 1/8 inch grosgrain, 5 yards. And it comes with this, which I haven't used yet, and I want to because it's really pretty. So that might be on future embellishments or cards. So anyway, stay tuned. So there you have it. I made a little bag topper, just a little one. 2 rosettes, which I thought about this, but it would take up, I need to use one of the bigger, and I think I may do that. I may use like the larger one and put the rosettes on there as bag toppers also. And so I already have them decorated, and then I just need a sentiment or something to go with them. So that's what I did. Not a whole lot this month, not like 14 things last month. But yeah, these Tasteful Labels dies work perfectly for the rosettes. And I do recommend hot glue, or tear and tape would also work to hook these together, because isn't that pretty? I love the pattern of that paper. Yeah, I really do. I love that pattern. Anyway, I think the 1/4 inch ones turned out good. Not happy with this. I'll be cutting that or something. I'm not sure yet. So yeah, those are it. I think the little ones probably are more useful, but any of these work because they're sort of flat. They don't have much more dimension than using dimensionals on them. But they probably would squish in mailing. I don't know. So yeah, I really like these bag topper or labels. Okay everyone, well I'm gonna let you go. Hit the like button. It really helps my numbers on YouTube. And also, don't forget to go visit everyone else that's in the collaboration, whose links will be down below the video. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, wherever you are, and whatever time of day or night it is for you. Talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.